Hello and welcome to another episode of this Let's Play of Enchanted Arms. We are now officially past halfway through the game. Only now that Yuki's gone off back to the plateau over there. We gotta go find her in a minute. Before we leave, I just want to say I tried to make Suma's weapon. I had hoped that somehow by breaking all the boxes here and fighting those for Bar and his henchmen we'd gained enough power gems, but nope, we're still too short. So I think what I'm going to go do now is fight some random enemies en route to Yuki and then run back into town just so I can give him his weapon. It's probably not necessary for this fight, but I feel more comfortable going in as well prepared as I possibly can be. And I've also noticed that you also could probably tell from the fact that this is episode 14 and we're only just halfway through the game, just how big the actual game is. I've said numerous times that the reason my episodes are all an hour long is because it has to be, because the game is this big. Otherwise it would take forever to get the whole thing done. But I am consciously aware I need to do some shorter videos on this channel eventually.
Bro, I'm alone again, but still, I've got my dream. So long as I have my dream, our dream, I'll be fine. Watch me now as I score the legendary golem.
Surprised she knows how to play a flute.
Whoa!
Not gonna lie, first time I played this I didn't actually think this legend was true.
It's huge!
Are you the one who has summoned me?
That's right! I'm going to defeat you and make you mine.
Very well. Then show me your power.
I'll take you down in a flash!
See, it doesn't seem particularly threatening. It's only because we said we're going to take it down that it's now getting a bit angry with us. So much experience. I didn't say too long. It's just depending on what enemies you get, because only certain ones will give you power gems. So it boosts everything except my health. Yeah, it's still probably a good idea. I mean, I think we've reached that point in the game when I really have to be a bit choosy about my weapons from now on, so... But pretty sure Wildfire is safe for that. I mean, all I can do is boost my health back by going to Beat Blaster, so none of these are going to be useful. Queen's using Aqua Screen. I can increase her health. Or nothing else. It's just... I'd rather have the higher stats. Rygar, is it just increasing health again? Yeah. So basically, the weapon 4 is something that has more health than weapon 5. But weapon 5 has better stats everywhere else. I think we're going to stick with...
Look! There!
He's tough.
That's a he? Sure it is.
So close to the treasure, too.
You have fought well for a human, but now you die.
Why are all intelligent golems very pompous?
This is bad news.
Yuki!
What are you doing here?
What do you think? We'll beat her, okay? Back off!
Now, so far in this Let's Play, I only count one death. I mean, we died against the Emperor Fly. I don't count how I wasn't trying to win. I was just demonstrating why I hated it. And that's mostly because we've had a string of very good luck and decent strategy. I have no strategy against this thing. Mostly because you don't have Yuki. She doesn't join you for the battle. And I never really found a good enough wind golem to try and take this thing on. So I've brought in Makoto because she has reverse order. I don't know if this thing's vulnerable to reverse, but other boss battles have. So we're going to attempt it. And because I don't know how difficult the rest of this is going to be, I'm going to boost you. And oh god, even your EP drain dance is useless in this. Actually, you don't know. It's probably better than just trying to chip away a bit with poison mist. If I use EP Drain Dance, I can get it stuck in a loop where it can't do anything eventually. Did it actually work? Is she now a wind attribute? I didn't see.
Could I?
Oh, don't inflict gravity on us. Oh, you heal yourself. Okay, so she's now wind attribute, so Rygar will be extra effective. Gravity enchantment drains the HP from enemies in range. That's going to be really annoying. Okay, so I think my main strategy now is hit her with earth attacks. We'll try and bust out of a new world creation. Kitty, I know you want to play. Just give me a minute, okay? Aww. Oh, this guy's so cute. Yeah, so use world creation. EP Drain Dance, slowly wear down her energy. You can't move, but right now all I need her to do is use High Light Force. It'll do a ton of damage, and she doesn't have to put herself in too much danger other than that. And he can hit her with High Flare Rush, which will also do a ton of damage. All of these things should work together to make this a fairly easy fight, hopefully. 1,000 damage, that's good. Still so much EP. We're probably gonna kill her before we get to the point when she can't fight us anymore. Stop taking our health. What's her other move? Earth Strike. Ouch, that's gonna hit all of us from where we are right now. It wouldn't do a ton of damage though. It would only kill Karina and Makoto. See, I could use Drain Sight to try and heal Makoto, but what's the major point of that? He's only going to recover 97. Probably going to die anyway. So I might as well keep up the offense. I'm going to keep sticking with draining the EP. She's running out of his stuff. But this is what I don't like. They get like 1100 EP. Their moves only cost 100. They can do 11 attacks without having to stand by or anything. We can't really afford that so easily. High Flare Rush. You can't use World Creation, so go over here and use High Earth Shake. At least now we've somewhat split everyone up, so she probably might not do the Earth Strike. Or at least she won't hit everybody with Earth Strike. Come on, kill her. That'd be really great if you could kill her this turn. Oh, we did! Oh, eat your heart out, Sphinx. That was like one of the bosses I was really dreading in this game. Everything else I've slowly gained strategies to defeat. That thing is tough.
You're more trouble than you're worth sometimes, you know that?
Why'd you have to save me, huh? I could have done it alone.
Do it alone? You were about to get killed alone.
Shut up! I didn't need your help.
You didn't, huh? Well, your definition of helping on this trip is all about picking fights, isn't it?
This isn't the first time she's picked a fight. She's helped us throughout the rest of it.
Shut it! Unlike you, I can manage on my own. I'm going to be the #1 golem hunter in the world, okay?
Okay.
I'll do whatever it takes to achieve that.
I don't quite understand. Is the #1 golem hunter the one who makes the most money, or the one who collects the most golems?
That's, well,
Just what was your brother's dream?
I guess to become the kind of golem hunter that everyone in the world respects.
Do you really think that someone who steals from children to get more golems is going to earn worldwide respect? Do you think your brother would want you to do things like that?
Then what should I be doing? How can I make up for what I did?
Just be happy.
Huh?
He saved you with his life, right? Do you think he'd want to see you suffering after making that sacrifice for you? If you want to make it up to him, be happy.
I'm allowed to be happy?
Of course you are.
You don't think he'd be angry with me?
If he is, I'll go up there and punch his lights out.
Hatsuma.
Come on, let's go back.
Okay.
Change revolver XX score for Yuki. Why is Yuki getting all these rewards? She's not doing any of the fighting. It's ridiculous. She gets the award for beating Kabile. She gets the award for beating the Sphinx.
Huh? Oh, good. You're safe.
Yeah. Yuki, come on.
Yeah. Okay, look. I'm sorry. Here, you can have this back.
I don't want it.
What?
It belongs to you and your brother, right? I don't want to be haunted by his ghost or anything. You keep it.
But
I don't want it. Don't need it.
Don't want it, don't need
Take
it.
it. Come on, Sandy.
I love that kid.
gone. What should I do now, Atsuma?
Keep it. Why not?
But
It's what he said he wants.
That's right, which makes him far more mature than you.
yeah, whatever. Well, okay then. If it'll keep everyone happy, I'll keep it.
Right, that settles that. Now on to Kyoto City.
Indeed.
I need to make a quick stop. I won't be long.
We'll wait for you here.
Okay, I'll be right back. Bro, I'm going with Atsuma, okay? I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to become the #1 golem hunter. Not for your sake, but for mine. Just you wait and see, okay? Hey, what are you doing here?
I didn't think you'd noticed me.
Of course I did. Who do you think I am?
The #1 golem hunter, of course.
You got it.
Anyway, look. Take this, okay?
A seed?
It's from those white flower plumes. I was going to plant it on my father's grave, but I'm giving it to you.
Well, that's very thoughtful. Especially coming from you, Karine.
I'll pretend you meant that as a compliment.
Sorry to keep you.
Sorry.
What? You two were together?
By coincidence only.
I was worried. You seem to take so long doing whatever it is girls do on the toilet.
Whoa, Atsuma, that's a little inappropriate, don't you think?
Honestly, hardly the kind of thing you'd say to a lady.
Hey, you two seem to be getting along awfully well all of a sudden.
2 against 1, Atsuma.
So it seems.
What are you wasting time here for?
Oh, it's Mystery Man.
That voice.
You don't have time for all this banter.
Hey, shut it. We're not wasting any time, okay? I thought you were all disappointed with me anyway. That we'd never meet again.
Ah, but I heard you are going to learn a secret art.
From who? Rygar, how many people did you tell about this?
So I thought you must have tidied up your act a little. It seems I was mistaken.
Quit complaining, okay? I'm gonna save Toya. Don't you worry about that.
Very well. Then let me give you some information.
Oh, yeah?
Listen up. Recently, the Queen of Ice has been sighted around Kyoto City.
What? How do you know about that?
Are my ways mysterious to you?
Well, you are called Mystery Man.
That's because I am the mystery man.
Oh,
Is that
boy.
fourth wall breaking? I can't
What
quite
does that
decide.
mean?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're so frustrating. Anyway, next is Kyoto City. I'll be watching you. Farewell.
Hey! And off he goes again. Just who is that guy?
Think about it, though. He was right when he said the Emperor of Fire would appear in London.
The Emperor of Fire was in London to begin with.
It's reasonable to assume that the Queen of Ice may appear in Kyoto.
Indeed.
We won't know anything unless we go there. You can learn this secret art at the same time, right?
As representative of London City, I really should greet the Shogun of Kyoto, too.
Okay, then to Kyoto City it is.
Then we need to head for the Western Desert.
Before we do move on with the desert, there's just one more thing I want to go do, so I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, so you've heard me hark on and on and on about the Holy Beast Shrine. It's actually just behind that waterfall. We've gone just to the north of where Fubayo's house is, and there's not much we can do in this area because we don't have all the elemental orbs we need to get into the Holy Beast Shrine. But you can actually tell, it looks pretty cool. I like it. It definitely has an end of the world sort of feel with all the jagged rocks everywhere. Anyway, since we can't get in there, I've come for something I accidentally showed in the camera earlier. This little skull of, it's called a crowberry. I only remember that because we've had to fight loads of them to get to this spot. This route already has the new enemies, and I'll tell you about them. Obviously more as we encountered them in the desert where they're a bit more common. So, which one of these is the real one? You? Ooh, 1400 health. Ouch, okay. It doesn't have an elemental move, it just has high burst and poison shots, so it can poison us or it can attack it with long range. This is Rio Mimosa. It's one of the earlier golems you can make because it's in the shop. I never made it. It doesn't have a wind move, it has Cure Dance, HP Drain Dance, can get rid of status elements, and can occasionally kick us. So you can see why I didn't bother making it, unless I really wanted a belly dancer on my team. Anyway, How do we get through these? I've actually had a pretty good luck fighting these enemies, especially with EP Drain Dance, because we've reached a point where it can drain an opponent's EP entirely in about 2 turns, which is really good. I'm just trying to think, what's the best? Rima Mose is going to keep healing them, so I probably want to get rid of her fairly quickly. Let's see if we can get rid of one of these guys. Well, you took up the EP. That's what Kareem's going to do for now. I want to do EP Drain Dance and occasionally heal. At least that's all I plan on her doing. So look, half her EP, or half of Rio and the fake Cranberries is gone already. This is going to hurt a lot. Atsuma's nearly dead. Atsuma's very nearly dead. Atsuma's extremely nearly dead, as is Kareen. Okay. Can't keep up the EP Drain Dance. Time to switch to curing. We need to definitely kill some in this turn. Okay. Mega Blow will kill you. Hot Shot. I need to get rid of that goddamn Remosa. But you really need to focus your attacks on them to kill them. If you try and space it out and get them individually, she'll just heal up the individual damage and it won't really work. Okay, this will probably kill that one, and then you just go Mega Babe. We're going to try and do a lot of damage to that one. To the middle, Lost Golem. One down. Kill the other one, please. You didn't kill them? How good is cover? That one in the middle should not have survived. And now Rygar's dead, and Atsuma's dead. Damn it. Okay.
Time for me to pull out all the stops.
Things are not going to plan at all. And I have no idea how to bounce back from this. I could use Floral Steps to heal us two back to full. But then what? They're just going to pick us off. I think I need to go on the offensive, and that means using either Lahogran or Moontrigger, which is more powerful. Because Potlock I don't think actually does any damage, it's just a status elements. 326. 326 or 349, 349. Okay, so you're gonna go back here and use the Lahogran. I think we've died. I think I've screwed up somehow and I've got us killed. I have no idea how this has happened. Damn, why did I suck so badly?
Pure water! Get out of here!
Oh, we've nearly killed the actual Lost Golem part, but they're now dead. Sorry, Yuki. Anchoring.
Let this happen.
Damn it. Why am I dying to non-bosses, but I don't die against any real boss? I don't properly die. I died against Emperor of Fire, but I don't count it because I did it on purpose. But against these things and against the stuff back in Yokohama City, I'm dying a lot more often. I have no idea why. Okay. Perhaps we need to focus our attacks and just get some of these things killed. Rima Mosa can't do too much damage. She can just heal herself a lot. And the others. So we gotta kill this thing. Right. High Flare Rush. Aero Shot. Make a Blade. And Poison Mist. This should kill her. Or not. Nope, definitely not. Here comes the burst. And the next burst. Oh, hang on, that one. Poison. Why do you poison? Poison's terrible. I tried to warn you guys, poison doesn't work. Yeah, listen to me. Alright, let's do the floral steps. Let's boost our HP and everything back up to full. And then we'll worry about taking all these guys out. Yuki can come over here and use the high arrow shot on them. Rygar, I want to come over here and use high air shake here. And you will use Mega Blow here. Okay. Heal us. Floral Steps, I don't know why I don't use this move often. I think it's because I always blow my EX gauge on offensive moves and never bother to use it to heal myself. But you can just tell, it heals a ton. I should use it more often. What I've learned for this Let's Play is use Reverse a lot and use Floral Steps. Although, I suppose I have to use Floral Steps a bit more times than this to really give that as a tip. Let's see, Mega Blade's going to kill that. Yep. And Mega Blow is probably going to kill this, and then just in case, do a Poison Mist over there. How much of an EX gauge do I have now? I'm guessing not a lot. that wasn't difficult. She reminds me of Signing from Sword Art Online. Even though this was much, much earlier. Okay, so we now have the crowd recall. I'm gonna meet you back in Junk City. You're just gonna take... Okay, now that detour is over, we can finally head back on the road to Kyoto City. How long ago did we start this journey? 2 episodes? 3? I can't quite remember, actually. And if you're wondering what this is, I'll just quickly show you. It is our first fast travel point in the game. We're now outside London City again. There's no reason to go in there because the shops haven't updated, neither is the casino. I suppose really is in case you want to get to the casino later on in the game when it has updated. But for now, there's not really a point to do anything over there. This desert is a little bit confusing because you see all the different Jula desert ruins. Some of them you can get into from the outside. Others you have to press a button on the inside to open the door, and you get inside through a tunnel from inside one of the other temples. We're gonna go to this one first. Hey, remember the Dad Brads back when we fought the Giggly Man? Well, apparently he's now a basic enemy, and they are here in spawn. So a ton of these things over here every time I play through this section. And they pack quite a punch. They were pretty tough when we fought them before, and I actually have still decent stats, I suppose. Right, how do we do this? That's not a bad start.
Rage!
That's nearly took out 1. Problem is when they hit you, because they hit like trucks if you're on the front row, which I've left the tumor on. Okay, wasn't that bad, and I was betting a lot worse than that. See, we'll take that EP again. If I can kill the one on the left, that'll be brilliant, because he is about to... he's going to have EP left over, and the rest of them won't. My drum roll. I already got the use of EP Drain Dance now. So long as you have a high enough support skill to actually take an adequate amount, it's really good at just limiting what your opponents can do. He can't do anything now. All I have to do is keep draining EP from him. And I will be able to use EP Drain Dance as much as I ever want to, because it restores the EP it uses to use the move. So there's never a danger I'm going to run out. Only with everyone else. And he's dead. So yeah, this desert can be confusing because you have to go through these temples in the right order, but I think I got it right this way. You start off by going to this one in the bottom right, and then from there you should be able to get to the ones in the bottom left, etc, etc. Anyway, Kyoto is going to take a long time, because so far, what are we on, episode 14? Yeah, today's episode 14. And we've done the side tour amount in the game, we're just about halfway there, but Kyoto City is probably going to take another at least 5 episodes, I think. I don't know, it depends how much of that is just the random encounters I cut out, but it takes forever to get through Kyoto City. And I can't really say for sure why. I think it's mostly because of the backtracking. You'll see when we get there, there's one area you just have to go back through over and over and over again. Whatever we got, gravity shot for Yuki. Well, it's kind of a good move. I actually do, like I said, gravity is one of the better status elements in this game when you're using it. When they're using it, it's really annoying, but when we use it, it's pretty good. But the problem is Yuki's got a lot to learn, and I just want to now start saving skill points so I can boost her EP so that she can use Sniper Shot. So, I don't know when I'm going to be using that. Hey, kitty. Oh, they're very fussy today. Anyway, let's carry on here. For God's sake. At least that one was a one-round kill, but there's still way too many random encounters with me just trying to get through this one tunnel. Okay, so we've got another section of ruins. You can see over there, that's a lost golem called Natil. He's also a local golem. We can find him around here. I haven't got any yet, but I'm sure we'll find plenty of them eventually. That's a bat. You can just see over there, the crest of the hill, you can see a black neck. That's the Basilisk lost golem. We're gonna find him around here too. He's another natural golem. And anyway, we're gonna head to that ruins just to the top left in a second. Need to go and check that desert ruins over there. I actually think first off we need to go to this area over here. I think this is how you get into the building. There is one other type of enemy here I'm trying to see before we go fight as a lost golem just a little bit to my left, but at this rate it doesn't look like it's going to happen because everything I keep getting is gnat eels and dabrads. And already they fall like flies just because I'm able to use high arrow shot. Oh, here he is. It's the basilisk. It takes up 4 squares, like the gnat eel that we fight. There's actually lots of big enemies in this place. Earth attribute, poison, giga grasp, and earth ball. So it's kind of, I think, a nerfed down version of Amazonia. Is that right? I mean, it has basically the same attacks, but I'm pretty sure Amazonia had one more, and most people would have made Amazonia a while back and actually got some more use out of it, probably. So yeah, I think it's more of a nerf down Amazonia. Not that that matters, we're gonna kill everything anyway. High arrow shot.
Too slow!
EP Drain Dance has definitely swayed me. It's definitely worth casino chips if you're not using the exploit because it feels wrong to you. At the very least, you should try to somehow get enough chips to get EP Drain Dance. It's doing very, very well. Now we've reached a point in the game where she has a high enough support skill to use it effectively. Because you don't just want to use it, you want to use it in such a way that it actually does take away enough of the target's EP to do something useful. I mean, that's why I wanted using it earlier, because it would have taken about 50 off of something with a few hundred. Oh god, this thing has too much health. It can't attack us now. We're just going to keep taking its EP so it can't attack, but we need to figure out a way to kill it quickly. Mega blow. High arrow shake damage will be half, slash, and high arrow shot.
Attack!
What's this?
Now let's just go towards this thing without getting jumped again, please.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, what's happening?
The ground!
I didn't even see Yuki though. I only saw Tsuma, Rygar, and Green. Which probably should have been crossed by a couple of those boulders there. Ow, 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 where are we? I mean, it kind of makes it seem like it's an important event. It's not really, it's kind of purely optional. But yeah, there's this guy. You know this guy. You know this guy, don't you? It's this guy. Anubis. I am Anubis, one of the 3 Pillar Guardians. Protector of the God Orb since ancient times. God Orb? The God Orb's a magical metal created long, long ago. I am commanded to pass the God Orb only to those with sufficient power. If you want my God Orb, you must prove your strength and bring me a weapon of the gods. So yeah, this is another equivalent of Black Dragon, and I think there's something unusual about those two. I think, if I got this right, Black Dragon is a wind golem with a dark attribute attack, and Anubis is the opposite. He's a dark attribute golem with a wind attribute attack, which, you know, is quite weird. It really makes no sense, and I'm just doing this open a shortcut. Where am I now? I'm back at the beginning. I could go back and get my vitality up, but how much vitality have we got? Those numbers should be high enough to get us through the rest of the desert. Let's get through the rest of the desert and one fairly difficult boss battle in the next area. It's not even a boss battle, just one difficult battle in the next area before the next vitality station. So I kind of want to make sure I have enough for one day. And as you may have guessed, this teleporter takes us to the other side of those ruins, the one that was on the west side of the desert, which is also locked away. So you have to go into the actual trap, the hole, in order to actually get access to the rest of these ruins. Which is not really much of a point to it though. That just basically gave me a shortcut, which is also unnecessary because we're not going to be spending too much time in the desert once we've crossed it. I mean, we come back to this place later, but it's a very short trip. And here's a gnat eel that we're now very familiar with. I don't know how I feel about all of these new golems they introduce here, basically being around this area. In fact, the only local enemies which can't actually be found as lost golems in the area are Rio Mimosa, which we could obtain from the shop all the way back at the beginning of the game, and Galleria, that weird purple thing we got from the casino. I'm pretty sure that's around here somewhere. But we can't get either of those as Lost Golems here. And I haven't seen a Galleria in this place yet. I feel very disappointed about that. I like to try and show off all of the local enemies whenever I come to a new area, and that one's going to elude me. It's going to be a bit of a pain. Oh, well, let's just kill this thing. You notice he's on his own. I know this is a Lost Golem battle, and he just got really beefed up stats compared to the rest of him. But I still don't expect him to be on his own, although he took that Mega Flare Rush. Actually, it's not Mega Flare Rush, it's High Flare Rush. He took that High Flare Rush like it was nothing. Okay, we need to keep draining that EP. And just keep peppering him with small attacks from the rest of our group until he submits to us, because that's all he can do. EP Drain Dance, provided you can do it in enemies in such a way that the caster, or in this case Green, can never get hurt. I think we're basically unkillable, because we're going to get to the point where he can't attack us. He won't have the energy with which to attack us, but we will be able to attack him over and over and over again. Although he has now just killed 2 of our party members. Is it worth reviving them, or should I just go for the kill? I think go for the kill. He's regained 12 EP, okay, 80 EP, and then I can just go over here and use EP Drain Dance again. Although I could just kill you with Poison Mist.
My training continues.
So yeah, EP Drain Dance is doing wonders. It's definitely, probably the best thing we've got from the casino so far. That is until we learn how, well, until we're in a position to use Sniper Shot. I know how to use Sniper Shot. I just don't have the stats for it yet. Anyway, let's go get the Basilisk. Here's Galleria. I knew he was here somewhere. He just has Life Vacuum, if you've forgotten. That's all he can do, Life Vacuum. He hits everybody and it does 140 damage, so I can see why people think it's good. And the damage goes to him as HP, so he's basically recovering 560 HP from us each turn. But, you know, he's still just... that's all he can do. It's why I don't like him, as much as everyone else does. Although, to be honest, the fact he's hiding back there is going to make things a bit difficult to kill him with. Let's try the EP Drain Dance tactics again. Needs to be a bit closer. He only has 227, so he's not going to be able to do it for too long. Why am I moving you ahead? You can hit them from back here. I actually don't know how to deal with this battle, because they're hiding in the back like a couple of massive cowards. Why are there so many 4-square enemies in this area? I never understood that, because you got Natil, you got Galleria, and you got Basilisk, and that's more than most of the big enemies we'll ever meet in this game. Oh, wow. Okay, there goes the EP Drain Dance tactics. Wow. I should keep my trap shut. Okay, how the hell do I beat this thing now? This is where I'd really like it if Yuki had a Wind DX move, but she does not. She has Moon Trigger, which is kind of good, I suppose, but not right now, not really. How much can Stun Beef do? 700. I don't want to waste an EX move just to kill these guys, but they put me in a really bad spot right now, and I feel like I actually have to. Let's see, I do a lot. Okay, let's make sure we at least kill Natil, and then we can just use the rest of our attacks to try and take Galleria out of action. How do we beat this guy? Because he's going to keep using Life Vacuum. He can't use it yet, though. Okay, so we got about another 2 rounds to try and whittle down 450 HP. I think I'm good. I just got a bit unlucky that he killed Green. I should say very unlucky. But that is just typical me. I'm talking about how good how terrible Life Vacuum is, and how good EP Drain Dance is, and then she gets killed.
We win!
Oh well. Lessons learned. Stop bragging. Just kill this thing and be done with it. More golden cores I'm not going to use. I also feel like, you know, apart from the fact this thing has an eye in its mouth, I don't really see why they decided to call it Basilisk. It doesn't really make me think of a Basilisk as soon as I see one. Also, why is this guy on his own as well? What is it with these guys and trying to think they can take us on all by themselves just because they're lost golems? Or for that matter, why aren't all golem fights just 1 on 4 events? Why do they always have backup with other golems?
Too slow!
Still trying to poison us. I don't know why Rygar has negate poison. I think I remember giving it to him for the Dabrad boss battle ages ago, but I don't know why I've kept it on him. I keep calling poison a useless move, and yes, I let him keep it. A bit weird on my part. To be honest, I'm not sure I'm even using my support skills that well. I keep wasting them on rather stupid ones, I think. Oh god, this thing has a lot of health. The EP Drain Dance thing, it's fun for making it really easy for me, but then it just kind of becomes a bit of a boring affair because they can't do anything, and I just have to keep moving my guys around until he's dead. Which still takes forever because of the sheer amount of health he has. I should have done an offensive attack. Oh well, he's dead. Let me attain the Basilisk score. Actually, before we continue, I just want to show you something and give you an idea of the scale of the next section of this game. We go to completion, we can go to story, and it will show us how much the game we progressed. You can see at the top, the bar is just a little bit past halfway, and that makes sense, because I said we're only just a little bit past halfway of this game at the beginning of, I think it was the last episode. But if you look at the bar next to what all of these different summaries in the story, you'll see we're pretty much 3/4 through, and when I scroll down, there's only about another 10 or 11 different sort of chapter summary information left to go. That's kind of an indicator of how big these sections are in terms of actual length, playtime wise. The Kyoto City section is so long. Anyone who's played this game can vouch for me that it takes so much time to get everything in Kyoto City done. And I just want to quickly boost Rygar's stats because he's approaching the skill point limit, and I don't want points to go to waste, so I'm just going to boost parameters somewhere. What does he need? He doesn't really need anything. I'm just going to boost health because it'll give him a... Let's keep boosting till he has 1,000. There we go. That'll do. I feel like I should be at the point by now where their skill points should be maxed out, and I should just be spending a little bit on their parameters each and every few battles or so, just so we can make them stronger, more well-rounded characters. Is there any weapons I need to make? I need to make something for her. Didn't we get this weapon as a result of beating the Sphinx, and I need to make it for her? It will decrease her EP. Oh, hang on, I'm trying to use Sniper Shot. I'm not going to use Sniper Shot quite a while because I still need a bit more EP to go with that move, so we might as well make that now. Is there any other things worth getting? These are the same goals I've been looking at for the past few episodes. Same moves. Keep saying we want Mega Drum Wall, we want the High Pot Shot, possibly the Mega Alchemist, but for now they're all kind of useless to me. Let's just make sure we give her that weapon, and then we're on to Kyoto City. I don't mind the actual story behind Kyoto City, it's just something that takes forever. The biggest problem is the backtracking, and you'll see why. Not so much in this episode, probably the next episode you'll see what backtracking I'm talking about. I also like how in the space of one area change, we go from this barren desert to this marsh. Phew, the heat is finally fading. We're starting to see some greenery too. This is about where Kyoto City starts. And Kyoto City means one thing: gold. There's plenty of gold in this region. Everything is made of gold. There are baths, there are toilets, there are plates, there... Come on, gold toilets? I don't think so. I can't wait to see all that gold. Ha, talking riches again. I thought you might have grown up a little. Leave me alone, Princess Posh Pants. Anyway, let's just keep going. We'll come to Kyoto City soon enough. Come on. Kyoto. Something bugging you, Rygar? No, it's nothing. To be honest, I don't know why it should bug him. I mean, he's nowhere we're going with for this entire time. He was the one that suggested it as an idea. He really doesn't have any excuse to be bugged about the fact we're now actually here.
We need to head east at the turn up ahead. And we'll come to Kyoto City.
Watch out!
Well, what's wrong, Rygar?
There, Atsuma!
Yep, these guys. Oh, great. I'm having flashbacks. toe. That's a bit of a weird battle cry. Okay. Wow.
Over there!
I'd probably say the same thing if it wasn't slow as hell. What was with them? Was that supposed to actually be an impressive battle sequence?
Come then, let your lives fall across my blade.
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
We're going to help her, of course. Come on, Rygar. Rygar?
As you say, let us go.
So yeah, these guys, they're not that fun. They're really not. But we better get used to them because they turn up a lot.
Die for the sake of our clan.
You fool. You think you can best me?
You are outnumbered. You really think you can defeat all of us?
Stop! I hardly think this is a fair fight. Cowards!
Girl, stay out of this.
I think it's a little too late for that.
All who obstruct our path shall be killed.
That is the law of the shinobi.
Law? Shinobi? Big words that'll mean squat when you're flat on your backs.
Come on, let's mop up these clowns.
So yeah, ninjas. I could tell you why I don't like them, but the battle actually speaks for itself. I'm pretty sure we're not going to kill them all in one turn, so we're going to see why I hate them so much. Why do you have less health than the other two? Why do you have less health? That makes no sense. Okay. Never mind, I'll take it. Anything that makes these guys slightly weaker. I kind of wish Yuki had Gravity Shot right now. It's probably one of my favorite times in the entire game to start using it. I need to think of a way to kill these guys quickly. And I mean very, very quickly. And from far away. I hate these guys so much. I mean, they quickly become a bit obsolete. I'll admit that much. Once you fought them enough times, it becomes very easy to kill these guys. But these first three fights are so annoying for reasons we're about to see. Let's stop. And Rygar's nearly dead after one round. Hey, they used a combination attack, but their gauge is still full. Stop breaking the fourth wall. Ha 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 ha. We ninjas spend every waking moment together from the time we're born. Our combination gauge is always at max. Huh? We'll have to watch out for that with their combination attacks then, Atsuma. Yeah, we will, won't we? And typically that one's gone at the back. I haven't actually shown you their moves. They have ridiculous range because Impulse covers a lot of range, and then High Blade is actually pretty damn powerful. So if they're far away, they can hit us with Impulse, which does a lot of damage. If they're up close, they can hit us with High Blade, which does a lot of damage. Impulse is kind of a bit unfair, if you ask me. If they're that far away, it should not be that strong. That apparently makes them harder to hit. I don't know how. I've said it before. I don't get how evasion works in Enchanted Arms. And Spoil Spore, you're going to encounter Spoil Spore. Don't read that information. Don't rewind a video and go read what they do. Don't do that. Don't spoil it. You're going to see it soon enough, and you're going to cry when you... Well, you won't cry. If you're playing this, you could cry when you see one. Yuki, you can't actually do anything. No, you can't. This is why I wanted to save some of my EX gauge for when I got here. To be honest, so far the only battle I died was a random battle back in Yokohama City. We may be about to die now. These guys can be a real pain. Don't kill Rygar. Don't kill Rygar. You absolute... Okay, new plan, new plan. See, most of them are nearly dead. That's kind of a good thing. Let's just go with Summon Phoenix, or Mega Phoenix as it now is. That will kill most of it, just two of them, and then we just need to get rid of that last one with Poison Mist, and I suppose a little bit of a high arrow shot, or just a regular high shot. That'll do. We should win this time, hopefully.
Fire! Burn everything!
Dronza's now looking even more like Dronza. Yep, here we go. Spore, ouch. Only hit us once though. Oh, here's the other one. Ouch again. And again. We survived with one character. So in case you can't figure it out, Spoil Spore, it's a pretty accurate name, I have to say. The only other more accurate name we could have had was Sore Loser.
That takes care of that.
It's a move they self-destruct when you defeat them, unless you get an overbreak against them. And you're only going to get an overbreak against them if you're incredibly high stats or you're a light attribute attack. You've got a light attribute attack and that kills them. So we're going to get hit with Soil Sport a lot, and it hits the entire field no matter where you are. Does ridiculous damage considering that they do it with their death. And they do it during your turn.
I am a humble servant of the Shogun of Kyoto. My name is Sayaka. Many thanks again for aiding me in my...
You weren't that thankful 5 seconds ago when you said to stay out of it.
Rygar,
It has been a long time.
why are you here?
Sayaka? You know Rygar? Are you friends or something?
Or something. That is, we're in... That is, I am his
Enfian? What?
You see, Rygar and I are to be... married.
Huh? No way!
Married? You mean like married? That's insane! This is Rygar we're talking about.
Huh. Is that such a strange thought? That I might be engaged?
But Rygar! Rygar? Rygar? I thought... I mean...
Women didn't interest you, you only had eyes for Korean. Let's go with the woman one.
I mean, I thought that... You know... that women didn't interest you.
Really? What does that mean?
Well, you don't pay them much attention. And you're like a father figure to me, but sometimes, you know, when you look at me, I see a fire there.
Oh, do you?
Maybe some moisture around the eyes, perhaps.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I heard that was quite common among knights. You know, all the boys together.
Don't think it works that way in the military.
Really? Rygar?
Not to say there's only men in the military. I shouldn't have said that. Never mind.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm straight as an arrow, my lady.
Oh, don't worry about it, Rygar. I'm not bothered either way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Love is free, Rygar. Love is free.
According to Frozen, love is blind.
Lady, please. Stop mocking me.
Hey, you don't have to get so...
Oh no, sorry. That's Love is an Open Door. I'm getting my songs mixed up.
I'm just joking, okay?
My... lady?
Ah, my apologies. This is Lady Corrine, Princess of London City.
Oh, my. Please, forgive my impertinence.
Oh, no need for such formalities.
But I was so rude to you. Ignorance is no excuse.
Don't worry about it. No harm done.
Yes, let's just forget about it, okay?
Excuse me? No harm done, certainly. But you two don't get to say it, okay?
So tell us, Sayaka, who were those ninja? Why did they attack you?
I have no idea. Ninja are servants of Kyoto City, as I am. I would like to believe that this attack was some kind of mistake.
It certainly didn't look like a mistake, did it?
One thing. Who is this boy? The princess's personal valet, perhaps?
Well, you're not going to ask about the little cowboy girl next to us as well? No? Okay, never mind, Yuki.
Hey, you hear that, valet?
Well, if you're my valet, then I demand a bit more obedience. Atsuma, kneel before me! Scrub my boots!
Whoa! Calm down there. I'm not anyone's valet.
So you're not in her service?
Of course not.
So, you are simply traveling together for some reason. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken.
Well, not
We're
bad,
just
don't
traveling
worry.
companions, okay? Comrades, if you like. When I said I had something to do in Kyoto City, well, these guys just all kind of came along.
Hey, you make us sound like stray dogs or something.
It's a pretty accurate description of how everything played out.
Atsuma is going to learn a secret art. We're here to support Atsuma's pursuit of knowledge.
That's right. You can never have too much moral support.
Secret art?
Yeah, in order to control this right arm of mine.
That conveniently resonated.
Why is my arm suddenly reacting?
Because you mentioned its name. It likes to be called by its name. Oh, hang on, is it time for one of the most annoying and at the same time best parts of this game? Yeah, it is. Oh god, this dude. Okay, I don't know who actually voice acted Tokimune, but whoever you are, you did a bang up job of doing one of the most annoying, sniveling, most hateful characters I've ever had with displeasure of knowing video games.
Bored. Is there nothing interesting going on here? You there! Say something amusing!
Yes, my lord. Allow me to try a riddle.
Very well.
Tell me, my lord, how is a book?
Yes, how is a book?
Well, I finished a riddle.
Like your face, my lord, in 3 ways.
How is a book like my face? Tell me then, don't keep me in suspense!
Because both can be read, both can be open, and both can be closed.
Ho ho! I see, I see. Yes, that makes sense. Read, open, and closed. Both of them. Well done. My face can indeed be read, be open, or be closed.
Oh, that laughter.
But I must admit, I feel like I'm being mocked. Is that my imagination?
Yes, my lord, just your imagination. There is no one in the entire world who would dare to mock you, Lord Tokimune.
I would.
None at all.
You're right. Of course you're right.
That's not what I've heard, you foolish little man.
Huh? Wait a minute. Did I hear something strange just now?
Do you have to ask somebody if you've done anything?
Was that also my imagination?
Not at all.
Aura! Dev!
I think you're trying to say devil golem.
Whoa! Yeah!
Speak in English, please.
Man! Protect me!
There are none left to hear your call. Isn't that right, Toya?
Yes, my queen.
There's that extensive line count again.
How dare you! What do you want? Money? I'll give you money. Just spare my life. Spare me!
You're so pathetic. I've lost all will to kill you.
I've somehow ended up aligned with the Queen of Ice here.
Very well. Hand over the Lord of the Earth.
What?
I'll give you a little time. Revive the Lord of the Earth. I've been unable to locate the Magicore in this city. But you know where it is, don't you?
No! I don't know anything about anything!
If you don't revive the Lord of the Earth, and quickly, then your city and you will be wiped out.
No!
Ugh, you pathetic creature. This is getting us nowhere. I'll be back. Make sure you have the Lord of the Earth ready. Come now, Toya.
Yes, my queen.
Lord Tokimune, are you okay?
How can you ask that?
My lord?
Bring me fresh underwear.
Oh, that just sums up Lord Tokimune in a nutshell.
It stopped.
What was that?
My arm. It reacts when a devil golem is nearby.
When a devil golem is nearby? Does that mean...
Yes, and considering we're in range, it must be Kyoto City.
This is bad news.
We have to hurry.
Sayaka, please lead us.
Of course. Head to the east at the upcoming turn. Kyoto City is a
Yuki already told me that.
there.
Okay, let's go.
Now, I can't be the only one who thinks it's a bit daft how his arm reacts like that. What did they do? Did they just hang around for a good few minutes until it was done resonating and the Queen device had left? Or did it only resonate for such a short amount of time? Oh, by the way, I know there is a chest over there. You could kind of have seen it in the cutscene earlier where Psycho was getting attacked by the ninjas. But we're not allowed to even think of going to the west yet because we have to go to City right now. Is there a chest around here? Nope, there's not. Okay, upstairs.